Good morning, Titans. Today is Wednesday, December 12th and 10th, and you're watching OlyTV.
Huh, that's a pretty strange thing we have there.
I've seen stranger things. On December 15th at 2:15, go to room 210 to find HOSA's Amazing Winter Activity. Anyone is welcome to attend.
Olympus Muses Improv has their next improv show on Friday, December 19th at 7 p.m. Come to the Black Box Theater to watch the hilarious holiday comedy that will have you laughing all the way.
Titans, the winter dance is this Saturday. The theme is A Night in Gold, and it is a masquerade ball. So get your mask and your date.
While you're at the date, remember to have good etiquette. If you take your shirt off, throw things, or have your mask on during check-in, you will be asked to leave. No exceptions. Remember to please keep your mask with you, put it back on during the dance, and don't forget them. The school will find you and your identity even if you're wearing a mask.
Do you like using your brain to solve real-world business problems and pitch ideas to real industry experts? Then DECA is the club for you. Regionals are this week with state coming up soon. If you want to join, now's the time. Join DECA today and start your journey to become the next millionaire.
The Olympus High School Band and Orchestra's holiday concert is next Tuesday, December 16th at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Come celebrate the season with music from all your favorite Christmas movies.
Kai, how did you sleep last night?
Well, I slept okay. Everyone else has also been looking pretty tired too. How much sleep do our fellow students get? Here's what Janie found.
Sleep is very important for health. In fact, the CDC recommends that high school students get 8 hours of sleep each night. But is this actually attainable with our current school schedule?
How many hours of sleep on average do you get per night?
Well, see, my parents tell me to get ready for bed around like 9ish, and then so I get ready for bed around 9:30. And then I get into bed around 10, and then I'm probably asleep by 10:30 or 11, and then I wake up at 6. So 11 to 6. What math? I don't know what math is.
7 hours?
Yeah, that.
Like 5.5 or 6.
I usually get 7 hours. Sometimes I get 6 hours of sleep. Yeah.
Honestly, probably about 4 or 5. I know it's horrible, but it's what ends up happening.
Is there anything you think the school could do to improve that number?
Make school start later. We get through everything on a late start Friday. There's no reason school needs to start an hour earlier when late start Fridays still work the same as a normal day. So,
I think have less homework so that when we do extracurriculars, we are not staying up later doing them, and then staying up even later doing homework, and then making school start later. I hate getting up before the sun, so.
full agreement right there.
Yeah.
They should start school no earlier than 8 o'clock or 8:30, because we can get the same amount of schoolwork done on Fridays when there's less amount of time, and I'm more than willing to stay an extra hour after school, because I'm the kind of person that like physically cannot wake up that early in the mornings, so therefore I'm like late to first period.
First off, starting school a little bit later. It's not great to have school super early in the morning and then have a butt ton of homework that you have to do at home. And then if you have a job and you do extracurriculars, it becomes really hard to balance all of those and still get good sleep so that you're focused in class and have less homework to do. So if we started school a little later at like 8:30, then we would be golden. And then if we had less homework, I think that could be really beneficial.
We obviously don't get enough sleep, but we could change this by adjusting our schedule so that our school day starts at 8:30 instead of the dreadful 7:30. But will our administration actually change this? We'll just have to wait and see.
Kai, do you ever wonder what people are listening to? Well, Eva asked people from around the school, and here's what they said.
What do you watch or listen to while you study?
I put both my AirPods in and I listen to like classical music, but preferably like stuff from ballets, like big like orchestra, like the Nutcracker especially. It's very nostalgic, so it's easy for me to like love to listen to, but I can also focus at the same time. I usually like to put on a musical that I haven't listened to, or a musical that I like Hadestown or something, or Taylor Swift. Or sometimes I'll watch like a show on Disney Plus, like The Rookie or something. But if I watch a show, I probably get distracted. But that's beside the point. But yeah, I listen to like music that I enjoy listening to that makes me happy.
I either listen to a podcast or listen to some music, depending on what I feel like.
I listen to a lot of like Broadway musicals.
I watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy. I love to watch Grey's Anatomy while I study, or I watch like 90s rom-coms. I love 90s rom-coms, and I listen to a lot of like instrumental Broadway shows. So I listen to like karaoke tracks for instrumental stuff.
The year of music is coming to a close, and we were wondering what students around Olympus were listening to from this year.
This has been a pretty big year for music. A lot of huge artists have debuted or come out with some pretty big albums. I was curious to what new music people from around our school were listening to, so naturally I asked them one question. What's your favorite song or album from 2025? If you want my answer, I would probably have to say the new Black Country New Road album, or the album Vanisher Horizon Scraper.
Your idol from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Currently, it's A Matter of Time by Leve, and What No One's Thinking by AGR, and Sinner at Heart by Tayhawk.
Probably the new Weekend album. I like the new Tame Impala album, Deadbeat.
I really liked the new Rosaria album.
I really liked Kanye's new album, Bully.
That's definitely gotta be Can't Rush Greatness by Central C. That album was peak.
The music album by Playboi Carti.
My favorite album was probably Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend.
All of the Noah Kahan music.
My favorite was the songs that Noah Kahan came out with.
Mine was Wishbone by Conan Gray.
I like Olivia Dean's new album.
I think my favorite album would have to be Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler, the Creator.
Nice.
Probably Ring 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 by Tyler, the Creator, on his album Don't Tap the Glass.
Love that one. Thank you. Those responses were pretty interesting. Some artists I wasn't fully expecting, some that I was expecting to hear more, some that I wasn't shocked to hear at all, but they're still pretty good choices, so I'm not complaining.
Have you ever wondered where the art around the school has come from? Caden and Peyton had a similar question that they needed answers to. Here's what they found out. You probably can't see that.
Have you ever noticed the art all along the halls of the school? If not, we're not surprised. It's out of the way, and when you have classes to get to, you don't notice your surroundings. We were interested in the origins of them, so we dug a little deeper into the journey of Olympus's art. Ashley and I went to the office, and they sent us through a chain of people who would know about the art on the wall. After a while, we found Miss Van Slooten, and we were able to have a great chance to have an interview with her.
This was actually a student that was before I started teaching here. So this was probably 2016 or later. But this was an AP 2D art student that was working with Mr. Peterson. I believe this piece was sent to Springville, but you'll have to check with JP on that. If you want to follow me over this way, let's travel a little bit. One of my favorite pieces in the school, and we've got 2 graffiti pieces done by the student. Liam Kimball was a student in, 2020. But he painted that large graffiti mural, and then we also have one over by the gym and the basketball courts. But his whole entire portfolio, he did graffiti art, which is like so amazing. The huge scale of it is super fun. I love the colors. I love the text on it. I actually had this student design one of my tattoos because I thought his scripture was so cool. So all of the artwork that you see like in the halls around the school is from our art students here. A lot of them were like AP students that submitted to AP board, and a lot of it's just like artwork that we love that we wanted to purchase for the school. So next time you're walking around Olympus, take a look around the halls and see what your favorite art is.
What is your favorite class that you've taken? Mine is TV broadcasting because I get to do this cool show. What about you?
I like OlyTV too. It's super fun.
Well, Caden went around the school and asked students the same question. Here's what he found.
What's your favorite class that you've taken this year?
My favorite class that I've taken is ceramics. Ceramics is a great class. It's told me patience. It's told me to be more kind to myself, more respectful to myself.
I don't know, medical terminology. It's a class about the medical elements and abbreviations and terms because it's a requirement for medical interpreting.
This year might be psychology.
Psychology, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I mean, I like it only because it's every other class is, it's just, I don't have all of my electives yet, so I might have a better class, but it's the most interesting one because, yeah.
My favorite class, I'd say on B-Day is weight training with Coach Burt, Brandon Burt. Usually some of the kids in the weight training class, they'd usually just be on their phones, playing Clash Royale. I usually like to go in there, maybe sometimes just sit around, have fun and chill. Other times when I'm in there, I'd like to get strong and use my body to help people.
Probably English. Mr. Prater's class is like actually tough. Yeah. I think the teacher, honestly, and the friends that I got in that class, and it's honestly just like I'm good at writing. Video production with Mr. Miller. I love Mr. Miller, and I love making video. I want to do film in college and after college, so I thought it'd just be a good jump start, especially with Mr. Miller.
Probably graphic design. Tell us a bit about it. You do graphic design on computers. They got new computers, which is great. The teacher's really nice and gives out candy.
It is AP Music Theory and Math. I want to be a musical composer when I grow up, so I want to learn more about the music theory, and also I like math because I am better at thinking about logic rather than explaining it like science does.
Probably AP Psych. Well, we learn about psychology, so it's like the study of the brain and like how the brain works. My brother told me it was a good class to take, but I like the teacher. She makes it makes sense, and she doesn't just drone on and on. She does activities with you. It's fun.
Probably culinary too. Basically, it's like the most advanced culinary class. We make kind of advanced foods. So the courses we make are vary and culture. So we've made a lot of Asian food. We've made Italian, American. Right now we're doing hors d'oeuvres.
Office aide. I sit there, I answer phone calls, and I hand out notes. It's super easy. I love it.
Now let's head over to Vanessa for sports and entertainment.
This week in sports, the NFL playoff race is heating up. The Eagles' loss gave the Cowboys new hope in the NFC East. The Colts lost quarterback Daniel Jones to an Achilles tear and signed 44-year-old Phillip Rivers to their practice squad. The Lions also took a hit with Brian Branch suffering a torn Achilles. In entertainment, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out in theaters, and fans rushed to see it. The movie made over $100 million worldwide in its first weekend, even though critics gave it bad reviews. Fans are excited because the film added more backstory to the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza World, and even answered old mysteries from the games. Online, people are already sharing theories, memes, and guessing what could happen in a Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Next up, Avatar Fire and Ash is set to release on December 19th and will explore a new Na'vi clan called Ash People, who live in volcanic lands and are known for being more aggressive than the other clans. James Cameron has teased big twists and darker themes, making it one of the most anticipated movies of the year. The new Stranger Things Season 5 has finally come out, and the long-awaited season debuted on November 26th, with Volume 1 consisting of episodes 1 through 4, and fans have already started watching it. On the release day of the 5th and final season, Netflix increased their bandwidth by 30%, trying to keep the site from crashing, but it ended up crashing anyway. The Weekends After Hours Till Dawn tour has passed $1 billion in revenue. This is the highest selling tour by a solo male artist. This tour has made 3 albums to perform: After Hours, Dawn FM, and Hurry Up Tomorrow. This tour is said to continue into 2026. This achievement shows why The Weeknd is the biggest musician in the world. We'll have to see how the tour continues into next year. And finally, the nominations for the 68th Annual Grammys. Okay. Sorry, that's all from me. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Vanessa. Hey, Ethan, how's the weather today?
Well, isn't it just great, Talon? As you can see, we are in prime Utah weather for Utah, which means we're getting absolutely no snow. So, starting off with today, Wednesday, we all love Wednesdays. As you can see, Wednesdays, we have a high of 58 and a low of 39, with some clouds in the sky. And then Thursday, we have a high of 59, which pisses me off since we are in the middle of December and we are nearly having temperatures in the 60s. Then we drop for the low back down to 37. That was correct. Anyways, then on Friday we have another miserable day for fans of snow as we continue with a high of 56 and a low 35 with partially cloudy skies. Then on Saturday, we have a high of 56 and a low of 36 with more partially cloudy skies. So plan your winter's day activities accordingly to this stupidly warm weather. Then on Sunday, we better start praising Santa and start praying for some snow because we got another day of nothing with a high of 54 and a low of 34 with partly cloudy skies again. Moving on to Monday, I hate Mondays. We have the lowest high so far with a high of 52 and a low of 37. These warm temperatures still give me another reason to hate Mondays. Garfield was right, guys. Anyway, then finally with Tuesday, we have a high 54 and a low 43 to be the hottest low we have in the next week. So plan for fall weather in the middle of December or go cry because we aren't getting any snow. I just simply love Utah weather. Anyways, that's all from me. Back to you two at the desk.
Thank you, Ethan, and thank you for watching OlyTV. There are only 10 more days of school left until winter break. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Titans.
That's strange. What? Your thing is pretty strange. Whoa.
I've seen Stranger Things.
That thing is pretty strange. Okay, buddy.
God damn it.
Things sure do feel stranger around these strange things. Man, you're strange sure as thing.
But I thought the only Stranger Things you've seen.
Man, those were some pretty strange things. You could call it Stranger Things. Man, this dingling thing looks pretty strange.
Well, I mean, this
Man, my thing sure is what? Yeah, alright, you're pretty strange. You're a strange little thing. Is your name Delilah? Because I want to hey there Stranger Things.
Talon, I've heard you say Stranger Things.
Oh.